I have. We're in connections now. That's what's
No,
up next.
no.
Yeah.
I am your Lord and your Savior of
Okay.
connections.
Well, Lord, I have five. If
You're
how
allowed,
many do you have? No, I'm not asking permission. How many do you have?
are you asking for forgiveness? Nah,
Yes,
don't worry about how many I have. You know what? Davies first. David, go first.
Okay, I'll start off with John Wayne Gacy. That's my connection. Arthur Fleck performed stand-up at Pogo's Comedy Club in Gotham. Pogo the Clown was the stage name for the real-life professional clown and pretty decent serial killer John Wayne Gacy.
I love that. Was actually good. That was actually good. I'll start right where we went off with Brian. If you did not notice, this is my Marvel and DC connection. Guys, what I figured out, there's a film coming out by Marvel called The Eternals. The Eternals were known as the protectors of the Earth. And my connection here was Brian Tyree Henry, who plays Phastos in The Eternals. Remember, the protectors of the Earth. Also meets Joker. Phastos is an Eternal, and they are protectors. And what I mean by that, there's a scene in Joker where he comes to get his mom's records, and there's Brian Tyree there protecting him from the truth, trying to help Arthur Fleck not see the truth, and that's your Joker meeting Phastos. Marvel meets DC. Burton?
So much of that one. I'll have to rewatch that in post-production.
But you know who Brian Tyree is?
Yes.
From Atlanta. We just So he's all in this episode apparently. You go ahead, sir.
That was.
That's okay. Do not Carl Winslow me right now.
I can connect it to Suicide Squad, and not the way that you're probably imagining with the Jared Leto connection.
I didn't even go there
with Joker, but
that's just how bad Jared Leto did it. It didn't even pop in my mind throughout the whole He's nowhere in this book.
We'll
get there. Okay.
The Super Rats segment on the news.
The Super Cats. Which one? Shit.
Super Rats, that you know in the beginning when he's in the apartment and you hear them
Super Rats, yes, on the paper.
Yeah. They actually reference Ratcatcher, the obscure D-list villain with the ability to mind control rats, and that character appeared in James Gunn's Suicide Squad.
You know what's also weird about that? It's probably not really a connection, more so a coincidence. Remember we were watching The Strain, and our favorite guy on there was like a rat catcher. He used to go around and that's my guy, man.
He needs his own spin-off superhero show.
Right. I'm going to put my connection career on the line and say this is probably going to be one of your favorite connections here, and it's the perfect time for you guys to. This is when we blow each other's mind this season. You're going to see this right here.
Wow, man, freaked out.
The Beast connection, Split and the Joker becoming the Beast. If you've ever seen the movie Split, when our guy James McAvoy becomes the Beast, he does this little thing where he reaches over, you see his bones doing like this. There's an exact same scene that is in the Joker, to where he's tightening his shoe, but the way his back is arched is at the beginning of the movie, and it's in my mind at that point he's becoming the Beast, and there is the Beast connection.
Yeah, he was really showing off that 52 pounds he lost in that shot. Like,
there you go.
Get all these ribs showing, which I take issue with the fact that.
Why? Because you don't have to do that and it just naturally happens?
Yeah, like when somebody says, like, an actor's like, oh, I brought myself down to this really unhealthy weight for this role, and then I see them, it's like,
it's your weight.
I see that when I'm in the mirror. I was ready for this. You could have called me up right now. I had to do no diet. I would have been ready. My number 3 is Atlanta, so I'll skip that one and go on to number 4, Dark Knight Returns, the animated film. The climax of Joker is crazy similar to a scene from the Dark Knight Returns animated film, which was released 7 years earlier. The Joker, I don't know if you ever saw it or saw the clip, but I pulled it to play here. But the Joker is actually on a talk show and begins mass murdering and starts pretty much a riot from.
Are you talking about from the animated?
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. That's a great pull.
I'm connected to the Batman TV series. I thought this was really cool when I was watching.
Did you watch it as a kid? Because I watched it as a kid.
Oh yeah. And I had a record with the theme song, and I would play that on repeat, running around pretending that I was him. But the part where Arthur Fleck is walking outside of the Wayne mansion, and he's looking at young Bruce. Mm-hmm. Bruce is up in his fort. And he does he comes down They
Fuck you.
You know for a fact that they put that
Say
there.
it. Say it. Just
Young
read.
Bruce slides down pole as a callback to the Batman show from the 70s. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and you know that the set that like they planned that. That had to be strategic. Like we need to have a pole, a fort. He needs to be playing up there, come down. It was probably one of those aha moments. You're like, oh man, this would be so awesome. Like young Bruce Wayne, he's still doing Batman shit.
I will say this. I'll be honest with you. I've seen Joker probably 7-8 times. I didn't find that connection to the last rewatch.
Same. Yeah.
Because I guess I was so laser focused in on every frame. That was awesome. That was very awesome. I got a few more. I just a few more here. Here we go. All right, Roy, it's time for the big time. All right, there is a scene in the film where Miss Zazie Beetz looks to Arthur Fleck and she says, "Can you believe that shit?" The camera then pans up to a newspaper that reads, that says on the front, "Clown Vigilante." As everyone knows, Batman was always called and known as a vigilante. Zaza then says,
I think the guy that did it is a hero.
and then here's the connection line from Dark Knight.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Zazie, she says that, and to me, this is like a direct call. Like they were calling him a vigilante, but then they call Batman a vigilante, which lets me know society does not know what the fuck it wants.
Yeah, it's definitely the same sentiments.
Did you have any more?
Nope.
Okay. Oh yeah, let me hurry up and do this. Oh yes sir, yes sir. All right, real quick. Real quick. Phoenix rises. They always say a Phoenix rises from the ashes. As you notice, Joaquin Phoenix played Arthur Fleck, who played the Joker at the end of the movie. He rises up in front of the crowd. They bring him out, and he rises up from the ashes, become this beautiful person we know as the Joker. There's your connection.
Not before he descends down the stairs into the full immersion of the Joker.
I agree. Oh, I agree. Those same stairs he come down are the same stairs he go up like early in the movie when they're done. And speaking of that, we'll talk about that later. We'll get back to that. Okay, listen, you can play connect 4, but you'll never be able to connect more. And guys, those are your connections.